don't have very good conditions. I'm going to turn the antenna down a little bit closer to you there, Peter, to see if I can peak you up a little bit. We must have a very strange band, Roger. Running 95 watts. 95 watts. Okay, I can hear you. I've got the antenna closer to you now. You're Q5 now, Peter. I guess you had a problem with the amplifier, I heard. Yeah, I sent it out to be worked on. It's going out today. Roger, you're sending the amp out to be repaired, is that right? Yeah, Roger. Okay. Good. Fine business. Fine business. That's good. And, yes, I wasn't even in here at all yesterday, so I missed it. But I got up this morning, and I haven't heard Matt. Have you heard Matt? Negative. Really hard yesterday. We had a long, hard day yesterday. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's great. Well, if maybe some of the VKs are in there, they'll hear you and me, and they'll come in and call. You've got German watts, you say, so they should definitely make it to Australia just fine. Well, I just wanted to say hello. I'd like to go back to the store and get a little amplifier in a day or two. I just wanted to say hello.
Victor Zulu.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, Peter. And it's terrible to be without the amp. I know the feeling. I really do. I hope it doesn't happen to me again. But I do have a backup station here now. The last time it happened, it was so painful. I went and got the other small solid-state brick amplifier and put it on the 7300, and I put the whole thing on a coaxial switch so I can bring it into the station anytime I want. Just with a throw switch, one coaxial switch, I can be on the air with a different rig and amplifier, but it's only 500 watts and it doesn't have any receive antennas. But it would be fine for this band if I needed it. Anyway, good morning, and stick around. Matt will maybe Matt will be in here, and I'll call CQ, and I can hear you fine. With the antenna turned a little bit south of west. It's just about on ZL, so it should work. I can sort of split the difference here. And I know you might think that you can't work them with 100 watts, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys are hearing you, because we're hearing them with 100 watts all the time. K3 Zulu Mike, VY2WW.
VK7 VZ Portable.
Well, I'll just sit here. I'll sit here and listen. VY2WW. All right. Well, do that. Rob is already here. VK7 Victor Zulu Portable. Good evening, Rob. How are you? Good signal. VY2WW.
Yeah, VY2WW. You're a little bit stronger when you were pointing a little higher up. You moved down to Peter, you fell off a bit. But 5.9 plus 10 dB, 5.9 plus 10 dB. And I can hear Peter on his 100 watts, and I'd say stick around, Pete. You're loud enough. We'll get to your report in a second. Anyway, John, how are you today? VY2 Whiskey, VK7 VZ Portable.
Roger, Victor Kilo 7, KC1xx. Doing real well.
G'day, Matt.
Last night we had a dinner engagement, like a cookout, and so that lasted until about dark. And then I came home and I had a phone call I had to make. So yeah, I was up till midnight, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. But I woke up with the sun, and I'm up. So I'm gonna get on the radio. By golly. All right, Peter. The German watts are they're on the Blitzkrieg. K3 Zulu Mike, pick it up. VY2WW. Here we go. Zulu kilowatt free Zulu Mike, over.
Yeah, kilowatt free Zulu Mike. VK7 VZ Portable. 5 and 5, Peter. And Matt has called in. John, just after Peter, I'll get you to give us a report for the log, please. Yeah, Peter, 5 and 5, QSL.
Okay, Roger, nice to see you. 557, 56, 557, Kc1xx, kilowatt 3, blue light.
Yeah, QSL, thanks for the 5 and 7. No problems hearing you at all. Very low noise fall. Just before we throw it up to Matt, John, can you just give us a signal report for the log, please?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sorry. I called you. I've only got about a quarter of a cup in me here. You're 5.9 plus 5, solid, and peaking up closer to 10, Rob. And I put the antenna back up. Those Peter signals suddenly came up 10 dB. Peter, did you turn an amp on or what? Negative. Right, just a band. Let's see. I'll get it back to you, Rob. And why don't you pass it to Matthew, Kc1xx. He might not hear me. The band is squirrely as usual. But plus 5 to 10 here, Rob. Roger?
QSL, now that you've moved the antenna, you're nudging 15 to 18. So that's really good. I am recording this and I am going to put it up on YouTube as long as there's no objections from you three guys. So you can have a look. I'll send you a link. You can have a look at the signals from this end. Okay, I'll throw it over to you, Matt. Kc1xx, you look to be 20 over 9 plus. VK7 VZ portable.
Yeah, very good conditions for morning robbers. Same here. A good solid 20 over. I can barely hear John or Peter, but it's early. The band will come up. I took care of a couple of things and had to come up here, so all is good. My signals and the band is not too noisy. VK7 VZ portable, Kc1xx.
Yeah, Kc1xx, VK7 VZ portable. Yeah, same here. Nice quiet band, and you guys are just absolutely banging in. No Fawny, but what I'll do, Matt, is I'll just throw it over to you, and we'll see if Fawny comes up. If he does, I'll jump back in if that's all right. Anyway, have a good morning with the DX, guys. Kc1xx, VK7 VZ portable.
Okay, you have a good evening as well, Robert. Always good to see you. Thanks for calling in. And Tony sometimes shows up a little later. I think he gets up right around 5 o'clock and grabs some coffee and comes down here 10, 15 minutes later. But he'll call in, I'm sure. All right, John, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you do, back up to you. VY2WW in the group, Kc1xx. Yes, I can hear you, Matt. Pick it up and call CQ, Matt. We need to lead with the Strato bomber. Go ahead, Matt. Yeah, what did you say, John? Yeah, relay, would you please, Rob?
Yes, John said we need to lead with the big bomber, QSL. Yeah, Kc1xx, VK7 VZ. I think you had an Aussie out there as well. He was a little bit weak to me, but there is an Aussie calling. Both John and Pete, good morning from Kc1xx. And I'm just going to grab myself another drink. So I'll be here listening. Kc1xx, VK7 VZ portable.
Good morning, Matt and the crew. Kc1xx in the group, VK4 Golf Radio Zulu 59 plus 5 at the moment, Matt, over. Yeah, you're 10 over, Graham. You're 10 over, but you're not on my frequency. You're about 100 hertz off, man. Yeah, roger, yeah. I find it very hard to turn to your audio. How wide?
Probably isn't. I went for K3.
K wide or something, over?
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's getting better now. I don't know what you did, but now it's getting better. A beautiful signal here, Graham. Hang on, I'll pass it up to John. John, go ahead. Okay, yeah, good morning, Graham. VK4 GRZ, VY2WW. Good evening, I should say. You're 5757, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, okay, I'm the second swing, 5 and 7. You're 5 and 7 also. Can you give me your call sign again, please, slowly over?
I'm sorry, yes. My call sign is Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, Whiskey, VY2, WW, over.
Yeah, Roger, Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, Whiskey, VK4 Golf Radio, Zerlin. Yeah, good job, my name's Graham. And as I say, you're 5 and 7, a good signal, over.
Roger, thanks a lot. You're awesome, 5 and 7. I'll stand by. Peter?
What's your name?
And did you copy that, Graham? Okay, Graham, Peter said to tell you that you're 5'7". He only has 100 watts. He only has 100 whiskeys and a dipole, a high dipole. Okay, Graham, back to you and then back to Matt, okay?
Yeah, okay, I don't know who was talking that there, but Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, Whiskey, VK4 Golf Radio, Zerlin. What was your name, over?
John, Japan Oscar Hotel, November. John, Graham, John.
Yeah, Roger, good, thanks, John. Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, Whiskey, VK4 Golf Radio, Zerlin. And there was another station there too, that said no, it was only around 100 watts. I think that he said a dipole, I think. So, Q1 said that station, over.
Okay, Peter, I think he wants you to call him.
Okay. VK4 Golf Radio, Zulu. Shoreline 3, that's the bar. I can just see a Peter there in the white noise. To go. Over.
Okay, he called you, Graham. I'm not sure if you copy.
No, I didn't copy it all, Matt. He was way in the white noise, over.
Okay. All right. Please turn it back to Matt. Please turn it back to Matt, Graham. Thank you. In 73.
Roger, okay, John. Okay, C1xx. Back to you, Matt. Over. Okay, very funny, Graham. I start hearing John now, and I can actually also hear Peter, but he's only got 100 watts. 73, Graham. Good evening. Thanks for calling this morning, and have a good night. VK4 Golf Radio Zulu, Kc1xx. Yeah, okay, Matt, 73. And how wide is your audio? How wide have you got your audio set, over? 2.4. Oh, Roger, yeah. I thought it was a little bit narrow there. I'm only using an old Kenwood 520 sugar here, and it doesn't like the narrow frequencies, over. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem at all. 73 and take care, Graham. We'll see you another morning. VK4 GRZ, KC1 the voice. 73.
How you doing, Matt? From ZL2 Sugar and Delta X-Ray.
How are you? VK3NSC, KC1 the voice. 59+5, beautiful signal. John, go ahead.
VK3NSC, VY2WW, 5 and 7 to 5-8. Good signal this morning, Steve. Over. Oh yeah, doing great this morning. Stand by a second. Let me see if the QFE station can work. You go ahead, Peter. Did you copy that, Steve? No problem. You said you're 5'6". You said you're 5'6". 73, Steve, and Matt, there's a ZL2 in there. You might want to flip the antenna down a little bit there for the ZL, Matt. He was pretty loud here. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, yeah, there were two other states calling too. We'll take them all up. Okay, Steve, 73. 73, Steve, always good to see you.
You're brilliant. You are good.
VK3NSC, KC1 the voice. He's not really QRP, but it is a pity when you use a nice amplifier and it's in the shop.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. Kc1xx in the group. ZL2 Sugar Delta X-ray.
There's a familiar ZL2XCX. Good morning to you. Very nice signal, 59 plus. And John can also hear you, so I'll pass it up to him. John, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Darren. Nice to hear you again. Very nice signal coming into to Prince Edward Island this morning, where we've had unusual late July weather here in June. It's been quite lovely here, and the temperatures pushing very close to 28 Celsius almost every day. So it's a heat wave, and the locals are complaining. It's amazing. And Matt would be freezing. Matt would be reaching for a blanket. Anyway, there I see your page. You've got the you do the underwater welding and so forth. Really interesting, and nice to hear you again. The 5 and 9 in Prince Edward Island. From my name is John. ZL2 SDX BY2WW.
Yeah, copy that one, John. Beautiful copy here. VY2WW in the group from ZL2 Sugar and Delta X-ray. Well, thank you for the 5.9. You're 5 dB. 5 dB over S9, John. Fantastic signal. You're making me very jealous. You're making me very jealous with all that beautiful weather you're having. It's about 11 degrees here. Coming up to about 12 minutes. 12 minutes past 9. 12 minutes past 9. About 11 degrees, and we've had rain most of the day here today, so a little bit different. I've just been speaking with my friends in England, so I've just been chatting to them on WhatsApp. WhatsApp on the phone, and I think it's about 30 degrees in England. In parts of England, it's 30 degrees. Wow! And we've got the wood burner here. We've got the wood burner chugging away, and I think we're like Matt. We're wrapped up like Eskimos here, John. Beautiful copy. Nothing really to report here. Did go out and got some bits and bobs. Been building a few projects here. So we've been building a few mains filters and bits and bobs. But apart from that, not a lot happening. I'm back on watch Saturday, so my last day off tomorrow. And I'm a radio operator now from Maritime, New Zealand, so all the diving is in the past. Nice signal, John, and thanks for the acknowledgement. VY2WW in the group, ZL2 Sugar Delta X-ray.
Yeah, okay, and really nice audio too, Darren. It's really coming through. I can hear the mixture of the bass in there along with the high. It sounds studio broadcast quality. I noticed you've got a Focusrite and also an on in your system, as well as a nice Kenwood radio. You've got an Anon 7000 PLE, which is a fantastic rig. I've got the older 200D here. Let me just see. I'll see what Peter's report is for you, if nothing else. Peter, do you have a report? A report for Darren? Over.
QRC, I just wanted to say hi.
I might have doubled with you. What was the report?
I just wanted to say hello.
I got you, Peter. Okay, Darren, did you tell me, Peter, or you gave a report?
Yeah, he gave me 5 and 6. He gave me 5 and 6 and said good morning to me. So good morning, Peter. You're 5554. 5554. So good morning up there, Peter. To you, sir.
Okay, Roger. You're 56, 56, 73.
Take care, Peter, and thanks for the 5-6. Really appreciate it. Thanks, John. Back up to you, Matt. Splendid copy. Kc1xx, ZL2 Sugar Delta X-ray.
Yeah, okay, very fine, Darren. Beautiful signal here. 10 to 15 overnight. A terrific signal. Okay, 73. I think there were a whole bunch of other VKs and maybe another ZL calling. You got to keep it relatively short again. I got to head into the office a little early again today. 73, Darren, good night.
Sugar Delta X-ray, Kc1xx.
Yeah, copy that one, Matt. So Roger, take care, good night, and John, Peter, and we're calling tomorrow and say hello to you guys. All the best, and 7-3s, enjoy the radio.
You as well there, 73. Any other Victor Kilo Zulu Lima, Kilo Charlie 1 X-ray, X-ray.
Whiskey 1, Foxtrot, Quebec.
Hi there, Tony, good morning. Hang on, what's that VK code? Who was that? You're not too strong. Call me again, please. Was it a Victor Kilo 1 Oscar or something?
2 Foxtrot, be alright.
Noise with the static crashes. I can give me a longer call. Give me a little longer call. Yeah, I apologize. I just can't get your call sign. QRZ, any other QRZ case you want to watch?
Victor Kilo 2, India, Zulu.
Hey, Richard, how are you? VK2IZ. You have a nice signal. You got Richard,
Yeah, good morning to you, Matt. Just a VK1, a Victor Kilo 1, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel, but I guess they'd be running pretty low power over.
Yeah, I heard the VK1. But then again, dogs on the trying to pull out the stuff. It's a bit too noisy with the static crashes, but if he comes in there, we'll try to give him a report. Anyway, Richard, everything good? You're 59 o'clock.
Oh yeah, thanks Matt, and good morning to you from New South Wales this evening. Travelling pretty well. Pretty excited. Liverpool had a good win over Crystal Palace, 4-0 this morning our time, and eagerly awaiting the match in the morning. Kicks off 5:15 our time, Chelsea versus Manchester City. Just waiting for that result to come through, over.
Yeah. It's so nice to talk to someone else that has a clue about sports. It's very, very hard here. It's very rare. Nobody here really follows it. Even when the U.S. team is playing, nobody follows it. But that's okay. I've been following the Bundesliga, and I also like the British league. It's good stuff, Richard. Anyway, up to you, John. VY2WW, KC1xx.
Yeah. Good evening there, Richard. Lovely to hear you here in your evening, in the morning here, and nice signal, 5.8 to 5.9, 5.8 to 5.9 this morning, Richard. How copy, over?
I copy well, John, as always. Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, from Victor Kilo 2, India, Zulu. I got you about 5 decibels over S9, so just over S9, and one of the better signals. There's not a great deal of noise here this evening. I hope you're keeping well, John, over.
Yes, okay. Extremely easy copy this morning. There is some noise, but it's just not enough to be a problem. Really lovely to hear you. I'll check with Thorny. Is Thorny in here, Matt?
Yeah, Thorny is here. Thorny, you want to give Richard a call?
Yeah, thanks. Good morning, all. Good morning, John. Good morning, Matt. Thanks. So, VK2IZ, Whiskey 1, Foxtrot, Quebec. Good evening, Richard. Good evening. Nice to catch you this up morning over here. 556. Your top 657, all right? G'day, Thorny. Nice to hear you. W1 Foxtrot Queen. Okay, on the 56, 57, you're a good solid 5 and 7. 57 for you, Thorny, over. Okay, thanks for the 5 and 7, Richard. Thanks for the nice report. The conditions not too bad, not too noisy here this morning for me. Anyway, we'll say good evening and back to you.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right.
we'll pick up a few more. Richard, thanks for calling in. I got about 10 minutes and I gotta head down to the office and get ready to get some stuff outside. But always good to hear you, Richard. Super signal. VK2 India Zulu, KC1xx.
Yeah, terrific as always, Matt. Thanks for the chat again, and we'll check in again in the next few days. Kilo Charlie 1 X-ray New Hampshire. Victor Kilo 2 India Zulu, New South Wales, all the best.
Victor Zulu for Forney.
We'll talk about sports someday when there's not too many people on here, but we'll talk about Clump and the boys, okay?
Yeah, mate. Hopefully we'll be a winner. See you later, mate. Bye-bye.
Victor Zulu for Forney. Victor Zulu for Forney. Yeah, QSL W1 Fox Quebec. G'day Forney, VK7 VZ Portable. You've almost hit a 5 and 9 QSL.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Robert. VK7 Victor Zulu Portable W1FQ. Good evening. Thanks for the nice report. You're also a nice report. 5758. Very good signal here on my side. Robert, VK7 Victor Zulu Portable W1FQ. Over.
Yeah, QSL Forney, QSL. I'm doing a recording of this. It's going up on YouTube, so I'll send you a link if you want it. Over.
Okay, what the heck? I've never done that. It'd be fun to try. Thank you. I'll look for it.
No worries. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Robert. Yeah, conditions seem to be pretty good this morning. Anyway, 73. Any other VK, any other Kilo Zulu Lima, KC1xx? VK2 Foxtrot. Who's the VK2 Foxtrot? VK2 Foxtrot, Bravo Romeo Alpha. Is it Fox Bravo Radio Alpha, is that right? Yeah, QSL, good morning. KC1xx, VK2 FBRA, name of day. Good morning to you from Newcastle, New South Wales. Okay, good morning to you. VK2 Fox Bravo Radio Alpha from Kilo Charlie 1 X-ray. You're right out of the noise. I can hear you fine, but once in a while, a couple of Johnny crashes take you out, Dave. But I would say it's right on the edge of a 5x9, 59. Maybe a 4x9 at times when the Johnny crashes pick up. VK2 Fox Bravo Radio Alpha, KC1xx. QSL KC1xx, VK2 FBRA. Very appreciative of the contact. Only using 10 watts, 10 watts, 10 watts into a vertical. So absolutely stoked I could talk to you this morning, QSL. That's amazing. The fact that I can hear you at all is absolutely amazing, Dave. Hang on, let me check with John. John, you copy, Dave?
No, I gotta tell you something, Matt. If I hit I have an outboard audio processor here. I need to get that in line for people like him because honestly, he's just a very little bit below the ability. He's about a Q2. Yeah, he's about a Q2 here, but I can hear him, Matt. Over.
Yeah, okay. You want to give it a shot?
No, let's not take time. That's okay.
Okay, Tony. Okay, Dave. Yeah, the other guys can hear you, but you're in the noise. It's too hard with the summertime condition, Dave. Listen, thanks for calling. 73. Have a good evening. VK2 Fox Bravo Radio Alpha, KC1xx. Yeah, KC1xx. And I do apologise. I meant to give you a signal for you. 59 plus 10. 59 plus 10. And the other station is also 5757. Really appreciate your time and good morning to you. Enjoy the warmer months and hope to make contact again. VK2F, BRA, clear to you, KC1xx. Okay. To the 59 plus 10, and I'll let John know that you can hear him with 5 and 7. No worries. 73, and have a good evening. VK2F, BRA, KC1xx. Let me check one more time. And see if I can hear Victor Kilo 1 Fox Alpha Hotel, guys. Okay. Let's try this. I would say you're about a 3x4. 1234, 3 by 4. Try to give me a report, over. It's really, really hard. And if you assume the faintest joint crash will take you out. Anyway, we'll try again another morning. We'll try again another morning. Thank you so much for your patience. I hear the over. It's not enough. It's not to carry on a short show. 73 short BK0 KC1xx.
Kc1xx, BK4 Bravo Radio. Good morning.
Wow. What a contrast. VK4BR. Interesting. 20 and 20 overnight. Maybe even more. From KC1xx. Could they hear you? I'm sure all the guys can hear you, Tom. No worries. VK4 Bravo Radio KC1xx.
You're a true gentleman, Matty. And a very good morning to you, and good morning to Thorny. I heard Thorny a little while ago, and nice signal into Brisbane tonight, terrific signal. I've just been wandering around doing nothing in particular, wandered into the radio room as one does. But it's not quite as cold tonight as it was last night. We had yesterday we had a very cold wind blowing, but today was the most glorious day, no wind, and just although the temperature was about 21, 22, it was just spectacular without the cooler wind. Anyway, nice to you there, Matt, and very good morning to you. KC1xx, VK4BR.
Okay, good solid 25 over, Tom. John, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tom, you're really strong here. VK4BR, VY2WW, 59 plus 5 to 10 dB. Plus 5 to 10 from Victory Yankee to Whiskey. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, good morning, John. And nice to hear you, Prince Edward Island again. It's always a pleasure. And as I said, every time I hear you on, I always think of Lucy Maud Montgomery. And the house with the green gable. Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey, 5 to 9 plus, John. Good morning to you. VK4BR.
Yes, very good, Tom. Well, you know, I was looking at the map just yesterday, and I saw, Anna Green Gables. I saw the area up there, and I thought, well, maybe this is the summer I'll actually go up there because we don't have the tourists from away, and everyone in PEI has already seen everything there is to see up there except me. I have not made it up there in 5 years, so I might make a trip this summer just for fun. Up that way and just see what's going on, you know. Ordinarily, we've got thousands of tourists in that area every day, but not this year. The entry criteria for the island have gotten very strict. Anyway, good to hear you there, Thomas. Pounding in. I don't know if Thorny's hearing me, so I'll pass it back to Matt, and he can pass it to Thorny. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, Thorny, go ahead.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I can copy you, John. You got a good signal this morning. Hey, very good to hear you, Tom. Beautiful signal, hitting 5 and 9. You're hitting 5 and 9 this morning. We'll say good evening, BK4BR, W1FQ. Over.
Yes, fine there, Tony, and very good morning to you too. And to you, 5 and 8 tonight, Tony, 5 and 8 tonight. And then coming through very well indeed. So, I've got your call. I haven't written it in my book yet, Tony. That's the problem. Whiskey 1 on screen, I think it is, VK4BR.
So, Tom, we've been working so many VKs, I have 2 pages of notes where I was, getting everybody's call and name down, kind of trying to reorganize it. Like I said, it's been quite a run working with you fellas down there. Anyway, just for the info, we're east of that. We're just outside of Boston, Massachusetts, in the suburbs. And we're running a Foursquare, ground-mounted Foursquare on this side, BK4BR, the group, W1FQ.
Yes, I remember you told me that you knew Fred, W1XC.
an old friend of mine. In fact, I was looking at a few photos. I may have told you the other day when I was in Dayton in 2011. And Fred really looked after me. In fact, he made my journey there spectacular. So, and I believe he came from very close to where you live there, Thorny. So that's wonderful. If you hear him on, please give him my address and his wonderful wife, Karen. W1FQ BK4BR.
Yeah, fine time. Yeah, no, I remember. It was, talk about small world. When Fred lived here, as I mentioned, he was probably less than a mile as the crow flies. We had K1xx for W1FC and myself all running, 80-meter four squares. It got interesting in the old days when Fred was here. Anyway, it's nice to catch you this morning. We'll say good evening, Tom, and look forward to catching you later in the week. BK4BR. Bye-bye.
Okay, fine there, Tony. Good morning to you, and good morning to you too, Matt, and also to John. And I'll leave you in peace, and I'll head off into the night, and we'll catch you next time. Kc1xx BK4BR.
Okay, Tom, terrific. Always a pleasure to see you. Terrific signal here in New Hampshire. Very, very loud. Take care, have a good night, and we'll catch you another morning. BK2 Bravo Radio, Kc1xx.
Hang on, I'm in BK4. I'm not in BK2. 73, all the best, Matt. See you soon again.
Just like Tony said, we work so many BKs. It's all the same after a while. I know I wrote down BK4. In fact, I put BK4 in the log.
Hey, how would you feel if I said that you lived in Los Angeles?
I know. It's all the same. No worries, Tom. All right, BK4BR, Kc1xx. Have a good night, Tom.
Okay, bye-bye. All the best, Matt. See you later, John. See you later, Tony. BK4BR clear.
Yeah, bye-bye. Any other Kilo or Pacific Kc1xx?
Victor Kilo 2 Oscar November.
That's what I'm saying. Hello there, big signal, 59 foot.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Good to hear, mate. Kc1xx with the group, the K2 Oscar November. Good evening, mate. Nice to hear you again. Great signal as usual, 20 over 9. And I think John's pretty good signal this morning too, and I think I'm hearing Thorny as well. Kc1xx, go ahead, the K2O.
Yeah, one of a lot of mornings for you. You're actually here over the 20 over 9 mark. Not quite 25, but definitely a little over the 20 over 9 mark, Aaron. Beautiful signal this morning. John, go ahead.
Yeah, the loudest I think I've ever heard you. I don't know that I've ever heard you any louder here. BK2ON, BY2WW. You're 5'9 plus, Roger.
Yeah, okay, John, good morning to you, mate. Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, BK2 Oscar November. Glad to hear the reports, guys, because you're 5 and 9 too, John, but I just did the firmware update on the Yaesu radio, and I think we're all pretty familiar with the fact that they build really good radios, but they don't do a great job with the computer interfacing at times, and sitting there nervously watching the progress bar move through on the computer and hoping the best that I didn't brick my radio. So far so good, and I think the audio's changed as well. So hopefully the audio is good and everybody's hearing me okay, but I'm very pleased with the reports. Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey, BK2 Oscar November.
Yeah, you're regularly lighting up plus 5 dB here. Very, very good. Over to you there, Tony.
Thanks, John. BK2 Oscar November, W1FQ. Good evening, Aaron. Nice signal, 5'8", a beautiful signal. And are you running the new Yaesu oven?
No, negative, Thorny. I'm running the FTDX 3000, and they released a new firmware update in May, which I hadn't done. So, and funnily enough, I was two updates behind. So it certainly has changed the nature of the radio a little bit. So far so good. I'm glad it's working. But thank you. Good morning to you, Thorny. You're 57, 5 and 7 with me. What's my report, Abba?
Yeah, thanks, sir. You're 5758. You're 5758. Okay on the rig. Yeah, no, this is one of the new Yaesus, the 101s, and I was trying to update the firmware, but I wasn't having any luck. This should be pretty straightforward, but for some reason I couldn't get it done. Anyway, one of these days I'll give you a call. Anyway, beautiful signal. We were nice to work with you again this evening. VK2 around the group, W1FQ.
Roger, Tony. They don't do this very well. It should be very, very basic, and I guess we're not far away from having radios connected to our house Wi-Fi systems, I guess. Switched on, whenever they're switched on, they'd be searching the internet looking for the latest update, doing an update, and then just carrying on with life, I guess. But yeah, the ASU, I can't comment on the Kenwood or the icom in terms of how well or how badly that's done, but I've always been telling you about the ASU stuff. I'm always worried about breaking the radio. 730 more, Thorny, good morning to you, and nice to hear you again. Back to you, Matt, Kc1xx, VK201. Yeah, okay, it's amazing how much time we spend with updating firmware and iPhones and iPads, and it's kind of scary. Same with software in the office, you know. I just did an update on my office computer with some software, and it's always a mess. Always a mess. I don't know why it is, but passwords don't work anymore. You can't do tax tables. You gotta call somebody who's always wanting to. It's just endless. Anyway, Aaron, take care. We'll pick up one more, and I got to run. I got about 3 minutes left here. Have a good evening, pal. VK201, Kc1xx. Yeah, okay, Matt. Very good indeed. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's always a nightmare. You go all put it off, don't you? You just go, well, I'm not going to update it because it'll just slow me down. It'll change everything. And then I've got to call in help and all that sort of thing. So I completely understand. 73, have a good morning. VK2xx is now. Okay, 73. Any other VKZL, Kc1xx? Kilowatt 1, Foxtrot, November, X-ray. Who's that? Kilowatt 1, Foxtrot, November, X-ray. Is that VK1 Fox, November, X-ray? Yeah, QIZ, can't quite get it. This is Kilowatt 1, Foxtrot, November, X-ray. You know, it's like we're outside of Boston. I think it's a Kilowatt. I can't really hear him. Yours again, VKZL, CQ Pacific, Kilo Charlie 1 X-ray, X-ray. It was Q1F and X on that. I think let's call it QRZ, Kilo Zulu Lima, QRZ, VKZL or Pacific, Kilo Charlie 1 X-ray, X-ray.
Victor Kilo 2, Alpha Juliet Delta.
Is it VK2 Alpha Charlie Delta?
So Victor Kilo 2, America, Japan, Denmark.
Yeah, okay, good morning, VK2 ATD. KC1 259, 5x9 is what you said. Mike Alpha, Tango.
Roger, Matt, I have you over here 5x8, 58 QSL.
Okay, great, thanks for the verification. Hang on 1 second, I'll pass it over to John. John, go ahead.
Okay, not much copy here. VK7 Alpha, Japan, Denmark, I believe. This is Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey. About a 4x6 in Prince Edward Island. Name is John. DUQSL, over.
Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey. Victor Kilo number 2, America, Japan, Denmark. Is the call sign and the handle is Ron, Romeo, Ontario, November. And I have you a 5x9, a 59 QSL.
Okay, thank you for the 5x9. Thank you for the 5x9. Do you copy him, Thorny, over?
Oh, he's pretty much on my noise level.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Ron. Thank you so much. The other gentleman in Boston can't hear you. You're in the noise, Ron, but good copy here. 73, and have a good evening. VK2, this is KC1xx.
Roger, Matt.
Matt. Thank you very much for coming back to me. 73. 73. Bye-bye. All right, boys, I got to run. I might catch you this afternoon. Maybe home next time. VY2WW, the group Kc1xx. Okay, I hope you have a good day, Matt. And 73, and also 73 to you, Tony. Go ahead. Okay, fine. Hey, have a good one, Matt. We'll catch you later. See you tomorrow, probably. 73, Kc1xx of the group WNFU. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. 73, Kc1xx. Let me put out one more call here, Thorny, and see if there's anybody else. Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey, listening for Pacific, listening for Australia, New Zealand. Victor Kilo 4 Bravo, go. Okay, who is the Victor Kilo 3? Oscar something? The VK3 again? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just having some noise here. I think it's Lima. Victor Kilo 3 Lima question mark. What's the suffix? Okay, Victor Kilo 3 Bravo. You're about a 4 and 7 here. 4 and 7, Roger? Okay. I didn't get the name, but that's okay. Let me check with Thorny. Thank you for the 5-7. Thorny, are you copying him? No, he's pretty much in my noise level. Okay, he's in the noise level there. Thorny, you're in his noise level. 73, VK3 Bravo. It's right at the limit of copyability here. I've got some noise as well. Apologize for that. I think you got a good signal. I'm just not hearing as well as I should. 73, VK3 BBB, VY2WW. Okay, Brian, I think I got it that time. Okay, 73. We'll see you again, I hope. Maybe the conditions are really good, but the noise level here is a bit high. All the best. VK3 BBB, VY2WW, 73, bye. Anybody else? Okay, the station with Tango in the call. Yeah, this is Zulu Lima 2 Golf Tango Bravo. That's Zulu Lima 2 Golf Tango Bravo. Okay, I'm going to turn the antenna just a little bit down to the south. Zulu Lima 2 Golf Tango Papa. I'll give you a report on the next one because I didn't have the antenna on you at all. My name is John Pan Oscar Hotel November. I'm in Prince Edward Island. Over. Yeah, sorry about that, John. Just got a noisy power supply that has just come up. It's a bit frustrating sometimes. But other than that, you're about 5 and 7. You're about 5 and 7, John. Name here in Gordon, Golf Oscar Romeo Down Oscar November, and I'll get your call sign in a minute. I heard you in there, and I just wanted to see if I could get back to you. So I'm on the North Island of New Zealand, and you're about 5 and 7. So I'll get your call sign there on the over. This is Zulu Lima 2 Golf Tango Bravo. Okay. Is it Golf Tango Papa or Golf Tango Bravo? Golf Tango Bravo. Golf Tango Boston. Roger. Thank you very much. I appreciate your patience. I got the noise level here today, and it's just not
not as solid a copy as I would like, but you are coming in pretty well. I'm going to say 5 and 7 to 5 and 8, 5 and 7 to 5 and 8 here in Prince Edward Island, Canada. And my name again is John. Anyway, lovely, nice to hear you, and thanks for calling in. Let me just check with Thorny. Are you copying in Thorny? Over.
Yeah, I can try copy. 0% ZL3 Golf Tango Bravo. I didn't get the name. Golf Zulu Lima 3 Golf Tango Bravo. Any copy from Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Quebec? Over. Yeah, I can't hear you there. I just can't make the Q say. I can't hear you there. I heard you call my call sign. But nice to make the contact there, Tony. The name here is Gordon. So I would say readability 4, about strength 3. Just a little bit of noise on the frequency, but I can hear you there. Okay, Golf Zulu Lima 3, Golf Tango Bravo, Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Quebec. Okay, QSL's a 4 and 3. QSL's a 4 and 3. You're about a 4 and 4. You're not too strong in there with the static crashes. It's a difficult copy. 4 and 4. Now report 4 and 4 from Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Quebec. W1FQ. Good evening. ZL3 Golf Tango Bravo, W1FQ. Over.
ZL2, by the way.
Okay, I thought you copied 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the 4x4. The 4x4.
Okay. 73 Gordon, thanks for checking in. All the best. BY2WW.
73.
QRZ, any other VKZL Pacific for Victor Yankee 2 Whiskey and Company? Okay, there's a couple of them in there. There's the louder of the two, the Victor Kilo 7. What's the call? Okay, good morning, good afternoon, evening. I'll get it right one of these days, Roy. Nice to hear you again. You're 5'7" to 5'8", Roger? Yeah, we got good conditions this morning. Stand by. Let me get it over to Thorny. I'm sure he's copying. Go ahead, Thorny.
He's sort of in my noise level. Thanks.
Okay, Roy, we're doing well here. You're a little bit in the noise level of Thorny's place. I've got a good morning going here with conditions. How are you doing there in VK7? How are you doing in Tasmania there? Over? All right, fine business. Well, we're well into the summer here. It feels like it. We're having summer already in June. Well, sometimes here in Prince Edward Island, we don't get that much summer in June, but we're sure having it this year. So I'm not going to complain. The summers are too short here. Nice to hear you, Roy. Thanks again for calling in. There was another station a little bit below you there. I'm going to try to get them. So we'll see you next time. Have a good evening, BK7ROY, VY2WW. 73 QRZ, BY2WW and Company. I didn't get the call. You're really in my noise level. Is it a VK5? Okay, I think it's Victor Kilo 5, X-ray Delta X-ray. If that's not right, please correct me. But I copied VK5, X-ray Delta X-ray. And thank you for the call. You're 4 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 and 7. My name is John. Over. Hey, fine business, Ollie. Nice to work you. I think for the first time. I don't think we've worked before. It's possible maybe once or twice, but I don't think I've seen your QRZ page before, so I haven't looked you up at any rate. But thanks for coming in. It's nice to hear you. It's nice to hear you here. I'm sorry the conditions aren't a little bit better. We got a little QR Nancy, but all in all, it's good to hear you, and you're coming in fine. VK5X Delta X, this is VY2WW 73, cheerio. Roger 73, Ollie. Did you copy him at all, Thorny? Pretty much from the noise level, John. I was afraid. Yeah. Okay. Well, don't hesitate to jump in if I forget, and I should check with you on every contact. QRZ, let's make at least one more call here. QRZ, the Victor Kilo Zulu Lima from VY2WW and Company. Or Mike Victor Hotel. No, we're making a directional CQ for the Pacific, calling Victor Kilo and Zulu Lima. A moment, we'll get to you in a second there. Are there any Australian, New Zealand, or Pacific stations on frequency? Over.
Good morning, John. ZL4 Radio Mike Foxtrot.
Yeah, how you doing there? ZL4 Radio Mike Foxtrot. I'm trying to remember the name there. I don't talk to you as often as I used to on 75. I think it's Ron. You're loud here, Ron. 59 plus. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can't let you forget me there, John. You got it right, and you're 5'9" there as well. Yeah, we're still putting the odd call out on 80 metres. Well, 75 year caller. But Jack's there quite often, and a few others, but it's not quite the right time of the year for 75 to work. So I thought I'd find out